Guys, my name is Dimple Sharma. So in the today video, we understand all these points that you can see in my screen. So today we learn from where we can install the Visual Studio Code, from where we can install the Node, how to install the Angular CLI, which is very important for creating Angular application, how to create a first Angular application, then we understand the folder structure of Angular application, and then we understand all the four important files which loaded in the browser when we launch the Angular application. So let's start. Uh, so first we'll go to the Google Chrome for installing the Visual Studio Code. So just in the Google search, type Visual Studio, download Visual Studio Code. Then select the first option, that is the code.visualstudio.com. It will redirect you to this page. Now on the basis of on the type of operating system you have, just select that kind of option. If you have Windows, select this one. If you have Linux, select this one. And if you have a Mac, then select the third option. As Visual Studio Code is already installed in a system, so I'll not gonna install it in front of you guys. Now next step is from where we can install the node. So let's go to the Google again. There you type download node. So select the first option, which is node.js.org. It will redirect you to this page. So similarly here you have three options: Windows installer, Mac OS, and Windows installer and Mac OS installer. So depending on your type of operating system you have, install the appropriate installer. Now if you see, there are two options at the top. First one is the LTS, another is current. So LTS is basically why it is recommended for most user, because that is the late stable one, and the current it's not that much stable, but that is the most stable ones. That's why it is recommended for most of the users. So you also install the LTS one. So now after installing, if the once the download is complete, how can you check? You just go to command prompt and just type node. When you click on that, once if this command will run successfully, that means the node is installed into your system. If it is not installed, then you can check one more thing. You can check, you can go to the environment settings, check the environment variable. Under the path, just click on edit. You should have this routing or this path in your environment variable. You should have this path in your environment variable. So you can check if your node command will not run successfully. You can check this. Okay. Now, as now we learn how to basically from where we install the node, that is also covered. Now next is how to install the Angular CLI. So just go to your command. Okay. Now there just write npm, which is a node package manager. You can write install, or you can write simple I @angular CLI @latest. So this command will install the latest Angular CLI into your system. Okay, so let me do it once again. There is one mistake I have done. Just you have to write npm I for install. Then I have to install the Angular CLI globally. So I have to give this -g just to install it globally. Then similar Angular CLI, that is latest. Okay, open. So now using this command we can install the Angular CLI latest version. Okay, I'm stopping this because Angular CLI is already installed in my system. So just to show it to you guys, I have run that command, but as it is already installed, so I'm just terminating this command. Okay. Now, we will learn how to create a first Angular application. Now next we go to the Visual Studio Code. Sorry. Okay. So there you just open the folder. Always try to create a folder so that your project is in a separate directory. So I have created one folder. So I'm selecting that folder from my Visual Studio Code. So this is my so now you can see this is. Now go to the terminal. So what is the command for creating a new project? Either you can give the command here, or you can come also go to this your project folder. You can give the command from here as well. Any way is fine. So now what's the command for running or creating a new project? You have to write ng. Okay, ng new. Then you have to specify your project name. So let's say it's a tutorial. So I'll create a tutorial Angular setup. Okay. So what is the command? Ng new for create a new project, and this is the project name. So it will take some time. It will basically create some default files, and it will basically install the dependencies in your project. Name. Here also you can write and launch that command. So any way is fine. So we have to wait for a few minutes to complete this project new project creation. You can see the project creation is now completed. So we should go to now a folder. So now you can see this is the project name which I have given. So it has created a folder, and inside that it has created some folders, other folders. So this is the name of the project which I have given in the command. So now step by step we'll go through every folder structure. So first one is E2E. E2E stands for end to end. This is the place where we can write the end-to-end test. Okay, you can write end-to-end test cases. This is basically the folder is for that purpose. Now next one is node modules. In this folder you find all the libraries and packages which are used in your Angular application. So you can see, if I open that, you see all the packages, node manager, node packages. Okay, now source, this file is very important for like development purposes. So, and mostly we work in this folder only. Meaning mostly we working with this file or this folder. In this folder, we basically, it contains a file where we basically write the code, and this folder basically contains all the components or assets you can say, the images, the other files which is required in developing the Angular application, and all the environment related files, and all the language related files. It will come under the source file. So this is the main where the component lies. Now next is, if I go inside the source, you will see other folders. First one is the app folder. App folder is basically, it contains all the modules and components of your Angular application, and every Angular application has at least one module and one component. If you want to create an Angular application, so I'm repeating that it should contain at least one module and one component. So what that component is, what is module, will cover it in the next lecture or next video. Now what is the assets folder? In the assets folder, we can store all the static data of our application, like the images, the icons, or many other things. Now environment folder. In the environment folder, we can store the configuration settings for different environment. Like you have a separate environment for production, you have a separate environment for development, and for other environments, you can store all the configuration settings inside this folder. Okay. Now the next is favicon.icon. This is an icon file that displays on the browser tab. This I'll show you where it will basically appear. Now next is the index.html. This is the only one index file in the Angular project. All the components view dynamically rendered with this file. So this is the most important file. Whenever the application render, so it use that HTML file. So this, you can say, the main root file for the Angular application. Now the next main important file is main.ts. This file is a TypeScript file. You can see the extension TS. TS means TypeScript. So this is a TypeScript file. It is a starting point of all the Angular application. This is the starting point of all the Angular application. Here we can execute Bootstrap to our main module. Now next one is the polyfills.ts. This file imports all the scripts, what are all the scripts required for running an Angular application. This file is also very much required. Style.css. This file is basically, if you want to write any global CSS, if you want to apply any global CSS to your Angular application, you can write the CSS in this file. Now next is test.ts. This file is basically used for setting the testing environment in your application. Next one is, we'll go to the Angular CLI.json file. This is the Angular.json file. So this file basically contains the standard configuration file of your application. This is a standard configuration file. This is, This is contain the standard configuration settings for our application. Now next one is the editor. Editor is basically configured. This file is used when we are working in a team environment. Okay, so we want to make sure that all programmers must use the same kind of configuration. So we can apply that configuration settings here. Now next one is a git ignore. Git ignore is like this file is used for exporting files and folders to and from your Git repository. Okay. Now we have a karma dot configuration.js file. This file is basically used for test cases for our application. Okay. This file basically used for test cases, for writing test cases for our Angular application. We have to use this file. Now, if you can see the tsconfig.json files, this file basically has a bunch of TypeScript or bunch of settings for a TypeScript compiler. I open this is the main file. This has a a bunch of settings which we need to apply for our TypeScript compiler. We can write it here. Now there is one more file, tslint. Tslint, this file basically checks your TypeScript code for readability, mintability, and functionality errors. So that is all about the folder structure. Now, how we run the Angular application. Now this is the project is created. Now next is I want to run my Angular application. So you have to give just one command, ng serve. Okay, now enter. Sorry. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Okay. Okay, so I think there is something missing. Okay, so we'll write it here. Okay, understood. So we have to go to the project folder. So what you have to do, you have to go inside the tutorial Angular setup app. Now you can give the command ngserve. Why it is like this? Because node packages inside this folder. So first you have to go to your project folder, that is the tutorial Angular setup, and from that you have to write the command ngserve. By default it will run in the port number 4200. Okay, now you can see the Angular live development server is listening on localhost 4200. Open your browser. So just go to your browser. Okay. So now you can see, okay. So now here you can see localhost 4200. Now this is my now through this we can run or we can set up our first Angular application. So now if you have seen that there are some files which has already launched or already loaded when you run any Angular application or when you launch the Angular application. So what are these files? First is the main.js file. This file basically contain all your code. Okay, the all your code which is required to basically show in your Angular application. Now the next is polyfills. It contains all the you can see there is one like polyfills.ts, so it contains all the files there in that folder. It will load all the files from polyfills to this particular folder. Now the next is the vendor.js. It contains any libraries imported into our application or third party libraries imported into our application also get compiled in this file. Okay, so this is all about the files and how to create a project. I hope you understand everything, all the explanation. So that's it. In the next video, we'll understand more about the components, the modules. Till then, thank you so much, guys. Thanks for listening. Thank you.